We're building the new MTV out of this garage, and here's what happened this week.
She said, show me the Carfax.
Yo. Yo. Alright, I tried to ask my clan if anybody wanted to do something, and they don't seem interested, so. busy talking to my clan. Sorry if anybody's came in. I've just been talking to my clan, trying to make sure all the settings are correct, and then I will jump into doing some Arch-Glacor. I'm trying to figure out why my chat says disabled still. There it goes. I just had to refresh Studios. Okay. And I apologize. I'm a little under the weather, and it is late at night, and I just got done working. But let's get it. About to gear up, I guess. Even if nobody's in here, if anybody is, feel free to say hi. Feel free to join me. Yo. You keep saying concurrent views, but there's only one person. That's what's throwing me off. Alright, anyways, I'm done trying to figure that out. Let me turn my RS music back up. Keep the music down. definitely makes the game feel more alive doing it like that. Alright, that was good. Alright, so mainly what I need for the Arch-Glacor is making sure that you get like all your prayer points back up. Use the campfire if at all possible. If you have it unlocked, it helps a lot. Just any HP and any little advantage you can get helps a lot, especially when you get to the higher enrages. The lower enrages, you literally don't have to pray or flick because he doesn't do much damage, but it's definitely worth it to, once you get everything else down, try to do it as a making a habit for it, because when you are like higher in rages, it matters because he'll take like half your health one hit, and he will, has like a 6 or so attack phase that, or 6 or so attacks in that phase each time. So if you miss like 2, you can almost get wiped out. And then if he tries to beam you, or if you eat and lose adrenaline, etc., you will start to die a lot, and it make it a lot harder. But I feel like most people, what they do is just they don't understand the way that they should keybind things, and then that on top of trying to pay attention to like 3 things instead of just one, because they don't, or they don't know any better, and they think that they just have to like always be spamming different buttons on the keyboard and having to keep up with like 8 things and the boss mechanics and doing all that. And no, it's really not that hard. I was right there in those shoes a couple years ago, and I played this game for over 20 years now, and I was awful at PVM just because I never played really any type of game like this that had keybinds and so many abilities. And I'm glad I've learned, because this slowly became, I think honestly I might like RS3 and the later states like it is now more so than any other game. If not, it's a close second under old school still. And yeah, I really don't know why there's so much hate and so much animosity towards this game. It's completely different than World of Warcraft. It's completely different than old school. But to me, it is like absolutely amazing, made, well thought out. Uh, Let me take that back. It's a really well made game with a lot of content and a lot of like things that I really appreciate about RuneScape, and a lot of things that make RuneScape a little bit less grindy, so that you can just enjoy more of the community and PVM and the high end stuff easier, or you can take it slow and not buy your skills with money that you make, and or even Iron Man's, etc. But yeah, this is the account I had when I was younger, and I just kind of quit playing a lot because I have a ADD problem, and I was not on any medications for a long time, so I didn't really notice it until I became older, in like my mid 20s, that I have that issue. But so just when I was younger, I couldn't AFK and just do one thing for hours like most normal people could when they played, and it kind of put me behind. And then I quit for years, came back, and then the game changed so much I have to catch up. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now, or I'd already be max cape and a lot further along. But I'm getting the hang of it again, that is for sure. As you can tell, my stats aren't bad. If y'all take a look here, you can check them out. Uh, Nothing was pay to win. I never bought gold on this account. I've really only lamped like the early levels of some skills that, like for example invention, like I didn't really understand it at first, so I lamped it a little bit, and then once I understood what I was doing with it, I leveled it up really fast and didn't lamp it. I used to lamp archaeology just because when it first came out, I didn't understand it much, and I stayed away from it literally until like a little while ago when I've learned all the important things I need it for later in the game, in-game stuff like I'm doing now. Uh, Summoning's kind of just something I've always put off. I've lamped it a few times and got it from like mid 80s to 92 now, but that's about it really. Everything else is just from playing, and I play very differently than you see a lot of streamers or like normal people play. I guess I play a different play style, but I enjoy this way, and I feel like a lot of people play this way, and they just you don't ever get to see it from a lot of content creators because they try to play the meta ways. Um, but anyway, I'm going to make sure all my stats are good, which looks like they are. My campfire boost us 50 minutes. I can use my incantations here in a second and do all that. Sorry, my keyboard and all the action bars and the interface and everything was messed up when I came back from like my previous year break. So I have had to fix a lot of stuff and kind of relearn what I was doing as I got off, which it seems like it was finishing Necromancer quest line because I only have the Razel quest left and maybe a few thousand souls of wells left to do because I just need Conjure Army. It's really the only thing I need. And then this soul split one I really need. It's interesting, I've never seen that one. But without further ado, let's get some of these kills over here. I got an hour still left in my Grimoire. I'm wondering if I should just keep using the Grimoire because it's more DPS. But it's not even about my gear I'm in. Like, if you really want me to show you, I can do it in like the tier 90 tank armor you get from just the quest line, or even, tier 70, tier 75 power armor, tier 90 power armor, whatever. But yeah, I think it's very easy just once you understand how to do combat in this game, because mechanics are kind of just a trial and error thing. It's like you learn how a few mechanics work and you get good at them regardless of the boss, and then when bosses have multiple or new ones, you just kind of trial and error, die a few times, go try to learn the mechanics, and then it just becomes very easy because you won't panic trying to spam buttons. You know where your keybinds are at. You know what you need to do. And as long as your keybinds are set up right, it makes it a lot easier to get into a rhythm and to understand like how to be able to do defensive abilities and also use manual manual for revolution, or like semi slash hardly any revo being used, and I manually do my damage with my abilities, and you can do all that plus prayer flick switch on top of dodging mechanics and paying attention to what's going on for phases and counting auto attacks, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so in my current setup, I've got an overload, so all you need is just your best boosting combat stat potion you have, just a couple of restore flasks, like maybe 3 to 2, depending on if you use renewals or not. you want to bring a power burst of vitality. It's not that important if you're doing low streak enrage or low enrage streaking, or just killing them at like no enrage and claiming things like that. You can you don't need power burst, because the main reason you use this is when he does his one shot mechanic. If he does it back to back, because he will, and then when he's enraged, he can do it more than once, like before your timer for your cooldown on devotion comes back up. So you'll have to drink a power burst and make sure that you freed him out of your out of the bind that he puts you in, so that you can spam eat and or use debilitate and things like that to block the damage. Maybe resonance one of the hits if you can, if you're smart enough. But yeah, now to get ready for the fight, just make sure I have my incantations. I got my potions. Let me set up my inventory real quick. Do something like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Should be good. I have multiple multiple books I can use. I just prefer the Grimoire, or unless I use the Book of Wind. And speaking of, if you have this aura with the Grimoire, it's absolutely nuts. Where is it? Equilibrium? Yeah. No. What is it? Uh, oh, so yeah, if you're not using a Grimoire, I would say use Equilibrium. That's what it is. Guess I just use a random one that doesn't really help much. I don't think vampirism's that great here, just because I don't even lose much food. The only time you'll really die or take damage is if you miss the main one-shot mechanic, or you just don't prayer switch much, and it will cost you if you cannot pay attention to do that. But it's fairly simple. It really is. So what I do before I go in there is make sure my incantations are good, my bone shield's on. I need my darkness one. I think everything's good. Maybe go ahead and turn my prayers on, or my curses on. Get my adren up. And as I get my adren up to be able to save it to get there, you can either summon your minions, or just use your dash, your surge. Either way, it will keep your stamina rotating. so that you don't take too much damage. Drink my overload, and let's start this. Okay. Alright, so now we're starting with the pools. All you do is when you see that we're starting with the pools, you just go all the way up to that corner and then just walk into L like this, and then you'll see the middle one spawn, and then what you want to do is cut in between them and dash, and then if you get in trouble, just dash again towards the opposite wall that you started on, and you should be in a decent area to be able to deal with that. Switching melee. When he does that, that means he's meleeing. He's very easy to see. See, he's meleeing right there. Go ahead and dump some of my damage off on him while I have a chance to. That's range. He pulls his arm all the way back. That is magic. When he pulls it back just slightly, that is range. The best thing to use is Spectral Scythe for all these minions, because then you can almost just kill them all instantly if you land just this AoE attack around them and it hits pretty decently. They're almost all half dead after that. Looks like he might ice beam me. Nope. Okay, he's doing the arm mechanic. So then this is pretty easy. You just try to DPS it down, even if you have to use like a lower cost ability. Burst him down like that. Try to stay in the middle so that you have better position when he comes back up. Like this. So now I'm able to just keep hitting him. Did I ever activate my book? Nope, it was not active this whole time. But I'm still doing good, so just try not to use your stamina because I knew he's about to do this. Predicted. And the reason I use my freedom and anticipate, just in case one of them doesn't go off, or if you just panic and choose the wrong one, you get them both going before he actually hits you, you will unfreeze. But just use freedom if you can manage to do it in between, because if not, then you'll miss like 2 autos while you're frozen. And see, I'm just talking, kind of doing this chill, even at a higher enraged, because you see he's at 135. But as long as you make sure you just kind of pay attention to his prayer, or to what attack he's using and what the mechanic's doing. Best way to tell about what mechanic's what is by how the ice is coming. See, I missed I almost missed it there, but it worked out good. Got it just in time. Summon his minions. He's invulnerable when his minions are out. See, all you do is just AoE them all like that, and they all die. And then my Death Touch killed him instantly at the end. Alright, let's see. 9 kills, 135 in rage. Just got some win pages, is about it. Just keep continuing. Keep going up. Hard mode streaking for high, kill streaks is, I think, one of the best money making methods right now for PVM, without doing like insanely hard mechanical bosses. This boss's mechanics are not that bad. It really aren't. Let's see. My stuff still looks okay, I think. Yeah, my EOF's getting a little low, but I'm alright. My perks are not the best for my augmented stuff, but they're not bad, I mainly need to get my potions under control at some point soon, but all that should be good. I can weapon poison him. Forget about that because he is a poisonable boss. That's why I have Cinderbanes on. The Vuln bombs are kind of just a little too much in general, in my opinion. Just to have to do a million extra little clicks when you don't have to. Hire this guy. I think that's good. I noticed my debuff and buff bars are a little wonky. Like I was saying earlier, my interface got all messed up because when I quit for a while, I had to reinstall Jagex launcher, and when I did, it seems like everything has been so off, but it's all good. Doing all my incantations, getting all ready. I think I'm ready. So yeah, if ice is coming only on one side like this, then you usually know it's the pillar mechanic. And all you do is you run to that far corner and then run down once you see it get closer to you. And then once the middle one spawns, you can... Oh, that was close. Sorry, I was trying to explain it. Whoop. I should have never moved all that stuff in my inventory. Yep, I messed up by moving my potions in my inventory right there. That was my bad. Well, that won't happen again. Trying to get used to a new interface, and look what happens. Go back to my bank, get a new vitality potion at least. Alright, so that cuts off my book. Turn my book back on. My incantation, my bone shield still active. Ah, did not mean to take off my prayer there. Wow. Oh, fuck, man. Well, I know it is 2 o'clock in the morning here almost, and I've worked all day. So I'm just making mistakes coming back and relearning this PVM's crap. I know I need to organize and do a lot of better setup stuff, but just doing it off of the setup I have now, which should work just fine, but you know, I'm gonna switch books. I don't think this book is the best for right now. It costs so much to use too. I'm going to use a mascot. I think it's better with, since I'm going to use the aura that increases my base damage, but I can't crit. That's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Alright, now I'll show y'all. I'll do a sick kill right here. Lock it in. Well, as soon as I start, he melees me. Range. Range. Melee. Range. Magic. I didn't think I blocked it. Range again. Yeah. Alright, now he's going in this one. Now I can just DPS him down. Not quite sure when he's going to try to use the cannon on me again. Okay, it's the pillars, which is fine. Like I say, you just run around this far corner, and as it starts to chase you, run straight down, and then right here, you dash. See the next one spawn, run in between them, and you can go this way, or you could just turn to the left and dash where I'm at right here. But that's the easiest way to block those pillars. I know those pillars can be hard sometimes too. I knew it. I already anticipated it. So I already had deflate magic on. So all I did was use my devotion. And if he does it again, then I'll power burst, vitality, break his freeze, and then just eat my way through it and tank it if I have to, or use debilitate, something like that. Negate the damage. Trying to build up my adrenaline right there, just in case he was going to cannon me again. I'd at least have some adrenaline to hopefully use it if I needed it. Alright, so I'm finishing those DPS checks pretty decently on his arm. Looks like. Going back to the pillars. So you just start over here, let them try to follow you. Once they follow you, you go to the corner, then go down and over, dash, get right in the middle. See them coming after you, cut in between them, and just walk over. I got hit by one a little bit right there. I did it slow, kind of lazy, but it's all good. All it did, take off a little bit of prayer. I missed the switch because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. My DPS is lacking a little because I'm focusing on like 3 things at once. But see, all you do is just prayer flick. Try to put your DPS in when you can, and then once you learn the few mechanics, you can just predict them every time. See, now he's going to do this. Use my devotion, and he's dead before it went off. 426k, not bad. Now I'm at 259. 259, almost a full inventory of food. See what I mean? See what I mean, guys? Yo, tried to message this guy back that was in here. I'm sorry I didn't see your message, buddy, until it was a little later. I appreciate it, guys. appreciate y'all coming just to hang out, even if y'all left. All the support helps for sure. And love, if you ever hear me or come back in the stream, or just let me know, even in a private message on RS or something. I have a Discord, I have a server as well, and I can get in a call with you, or just straight up teach you stuff. Or if you're still here, I can teach you as I'm playing. If you want, I can go down and enrage and show you the mechanics and break them down a lot easier. And then if it's not that part, if it's also the key bindings and keeping up with what's going on with mechanics and being able to put it all together, I can also show you that with like the basics of PVM. And that goes for anybody too, if they hear me or watching this. But I'll have my chat open for sure now. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just seen that it was that far away. I didn't see that you messaged me that earlier ago. I'll make you mod if you want. Dang, I'm sorry guys. get back to it. Alright, I felt like that was becoming an issue. Let's see. Oh, I had my God book on this whole time. Okie dokie. Let me turn on equilibrium. Messed up my adrenaline, but oh well. Wanna ice beam me? Yep. Almost misclicked because my hand's on the keyboard wrong. Start over here, walk over here, it's going to chase me, it's going to be completely out of the way. Now it's on the opposite side, makes it like gravy. Run across here, just keep hitting him, save my surge too. Right, now he's going down into this. I need the plugin to be able to see my my stacks of necrosis. It would help a lot. Boop, just like that. Easy game. That took forever. I don't know why my spectral scythe didn't do much there. I didn't switch my book because I was trying to make sure I didn't run out of stats, or I didn't run out of prayer or nothing. Whoop. Switch perfectly. Switch perfectly. Boom. There we go. He's dead. 250% enraged, just like that, boys. Didn't use much other than the few mistakes I made because my brain wasn't working when I was paying attention to telling y'all what I was doing and trying to pay attention to the mechanics. Yeah, see, 2 kills. That's 500k. It's awful, honestly. It's about the highest enrage I've gotten because like I said, I haven't had the best gear in the past, and then once I started learning PVM, I gained a lot of gear pretty easily after Necro released, and then now I've just been on a tear. And I love to teach people because a lot of the videos I saw online sucked. Like, they didn't explain how to truly get good at PVM, or like how to understand it at a level that makes it not overwhelming. And that's what I plan to hopefully one day be able to help people with, just like I did when I struggled, because I played this for over 20 years now, and I maybe in the past couple years have actually started PVMing, and even then I'm not the best, but I can do a lot, if not most things in the game. But on this one, I'm going to go take the win. I think the win would be better. I think it's what people recommend anyway, but I just figured with my equilibrium aura, the other book might stack with it, but it didn't seem to do too much. Maybe it did. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But we can always tell by this go through. See, just always try to use your dashes and summon your skeletons or your whatever you have for your conjures. It will keep your you'll have it already up by the time the match starts, so you don't have to waste time there. And you can like I said, stall your adrenaline so you can get to the fight with full adrenaline. And if you really wanted to, especially at low enrages when you know that he's not going to cannon you right away, I would do my ultimate as I'm coming in, but I don't, just for the simple fact that on this higher enrages he might just cannon me right off the rip. Like, I feel like he's about to. Yep, he's cannoning me. Now just resonance, freedom, so I'm not stunned, so I can still eat. Even if I did miss the resonance there, I would just power burst and try to get in a defensive ability off. Make sure you freedom if you don't have devotion on cooldown, just so that you're able to eat, because if he freezes you, then you can use power burst, but you'll still almost die, especially if you don't have full HP going into it. Well, can't reach him there. Sometimes you can get some cheap shots on them right there before it registers that you're too far away. And this also is a good time for you to be able to get your minions back up if without wasting rotations of hitting him. There we go. You just got to DPS that down as fast as you can. So that's why I like to save my adrenaline, if at all possible, on other rounds like that. Always try to stay in the middle if once the phase is over and you can reset. Make sure you keep your adrenaline up just in case. But no, this is the pillar mechanic. Instead of him trying to hit me with the cannon, we would just get hit twice there. It's not good. I can run up here and then just run straight across like that. Get away from it all. No, that just fucked me. Just fucked me if he's going to. That was almost close. I almost messed that up by not having enough adrenaline because I pressed the wrong things. But it worked there. Easy kill. OMG, dude, I just got the pet. Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy. I never expected to get that. That's a sick pet. Didn't really get any loot worth of crap. Let's just keep going up and enraged, and I'll just keep showing y'all. I can't believe I just got the pet. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. I gotta snippet that. Sweet, dude. I'm so surprised. That's awesome. That made it all worth it dying so many times earlier for y'all. When I was half paying attention because I've been trying to figure out my whole setup here, but I think I'm good now. Ooh, let's see what this bad boy looks like. Omen. Oh, that's so good. Got it on a boss even though it's a necro pet. At 15 mil necro. Seeing if anybody else said something, but it doesn't look like it. Can't believe we just got the pet. That is crazy. Truly is, man. I can't believe that. Can't get that to zoom in at all. Okay, that's weird. Anyways. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see how many we can kill before we get killed. I'll try not to talk much so I can lock in and get really far, just to show y'all I can do it. Even without a familiar. The tank armor might make it easier, it's just your kills are longer. But the tank armor is absolutely nuts too, since the necro update. If you just do the progression mini quest for the power and tank armor upgrades for necro, it's definitely worth it. Let's see. Make sure that's good. Put that on. Make sure I got that going. Go ahead and start with that. Enter portal. Make sure my book's on. It is. And like I said, I just start with the pressing my minions down so they don't have to go on cooldown as the fight starts. And I already got everything else pressed, so we should be good. Well, I just missed the first prayer flick, that's all. Just keeps using melee. Okay, that's fine with me, buddy. Magic. Range. Try to put some DPS on him down. Okay, he didn't cannon me. He's doing his arm. Glad now I got plenty of adrenaline to take this down pretty easily. There we go. So survived it, even with wrong. I've just noticed I had range on, protect from range on there. What? Switched at the last second. He's gonna cannon me. So devotion and freedom or anticipate. Boom, still attacking him, misses everything. Get my damage off on him. Make sure my minions are up and commanded. Now he put his minions out. I think the best way to deal with these is literally just using the spectral scythe abilities. Usually it only takes 2. You don't even have to use the third one because it takes a lot of adrenaline from you. And I don't have the best unlocks like a lot of these higher end PVM people do, so like I lose stamina really easily compared to a lot of them. Okay, it's this one. Ooh, get away. That was a close one. Misclick there. Well, of course, they spawned it right on me. Now you just zigzag through them, dash out, and then I can put them to one side, dash back the other way, so I'm away from them long enough for me to be able to get a few hits off now. I think oh, he just did back-to-back pulls. Okay. See, it's easy to block them when you're already in a good position for them, because if not, they will mess you up. And especially on high enrages, they are very challenging at times. Alright, devotion, anticipate, not frozen, boom, good. Put some more damage down on them. Just be careful using your finger, what is it called? Finger of death. Because if you don't have enough stacks and you don't look, you will use all your stamina you need, and that will get you killed a lot of the times. That's what's killed me a lot, just from not even thinking that it would take that much. But if you have no stacks and it takes 60% and you lose all your adrenaline you need to be able to use your defenses. Check your prayer. My prayer is a little low. It's all good. Now he's closing in on both sides. He's either going to drop down or he's going to beam me again. Okay, drop down with his arms. It's good. It's a lot better than the beam, because my devotion's still on cooldown, so that works out good. Oh, and then my Mark of Death procced on him. Let's see. I thought I got earlier. Thought I got the Arch pet, but it was the Necro pet, which I'm still happy about. I'm so ecstatic, but I just thought it was Arch for a second, and I was freaking out. Let me see. I heard this guy's not that good. Just protects me from damage. Yeah, it's not worth it. Make sure everything's good. It is. Let's get a few more in. Easy. I missed my stamina a little bit there. Still forgot something I needed to get. Oh, weapon poison, I guess I missed. I don't know. It's not that important though. He's gonna cannon me this early? Nope, he went into his arms. Even better. Okay, I got 8 stacks. Go ahead and DPS that down with that. Then use the rest of my souls, finish it off. Stand right here in the middle. Start attacking this fucker again. It's on cooldown, fuck. Slowed me down there. Stay on this side because he might just do the little wall barrier things. That's what it looks like, yep. See, now I'm full adrenaline. Got it on my side, so it's a hell of a lot easier to block. See, just do this, boop. Pass 2 of them, easy. And then put them down there, walk up here. I'm golden. Go back over here and use my spectral scythe. Like I said, you can kill all 3 of them and just boom, instantly. Boom. I'm surprised the guy that talked earlier never came back. Literally the only guy that's talked to me all night. Stay up here, let it come up here with you. Then once it starts walking towards you, you just zip past it. Wait for them to come down to the bottom, and then you come up and then run this way. Oh, my guy glitched into the wall, that would have been bad. At least I'm good on stamina, I think. Whoa. I think we're good. Just get this guy, come on. Finish off this arm. There we go. I was almost below the DPS check there, which would have been bad. Just keeps doing melee. Easy. Don't even have to switch. Look at that. Easy. Whoops, didn't notice my prayer was gone. Still was gonna block it, so I wouldn't have died there anyway. Killed him. Boom. There's a mill. Continue challenge for y'all. Just keep going, keep going. Hello. Just coming back from 300% enraged streak. Let's see how far we can go with this. I can show you how to make it super easy. Let's do that. Need a dren pot for sure. Not using even a familiar. I do have a familiar out, but I'm about to let him expire. He's not really doing much for me, healing me very small amounts, and I don't even need help with heal. I just need DPS check damage and keep my adrenaline, since I don't have some of the unlocks to make adrenaline easier to hold. But it's all good. Go ahead and get my stuff ready. Get my stuff spawned in. Drink my overload. My books on. There we go. Looks like I'm going pillar first time. First mechanic. Okay. Worked out good. It spawned on the other side. Just do like this. Go across. Dash. There we go. Just walk in between these. Easy. And then you just run back in the direction that you came. Okay, he didn't cannon me. Arms. All good. Better in my opinion. Easy to finish. Gives me some adrenaline too. Gives me some time to check my stats. He's going to try to cannon me, isn't he? Whoop, forgot to switch prayers there. There we go. That was my bad. Just camping range. Okay, that was just an auto attack mechanic. That was one of the rare ones. You usually don't just sit there like that. Cannon me. He's cannoning yet. Devotion. Oh, I did not see I was on melee. No. That's what I get for playing so late and tired. It's all good. Go right back there. I might switch out my my setup. Hold on one second. 'Cause yeah, I haven't been bringing weapon poison. Weapon poison makes it a lot easier. Well, it doesn't make it easier, it just helps with DPS. And then put this wind back. Use my grimoire now that we're in the higher. Put my tank boots on. Cinder cores. I think we're good. And deactivate the equilibrium. Yes. No. Activate. I don't have many good ones. I guess I use dark magic. Hope that it don't even really know honestly if it works using necro, because they didn't really make many things with necro bonuses on that. forgot if I have this in my inventory. Oh, it has to be upgraded. But if it's not upgraded, can I keep it in my inventory? Doesn't it keep my adrenaline from draining? I guess we'll see right here. No, doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. Let me go put this back in the box. Weapon poison. I think we good. Let me move my buff bars. I don't understand why they keep getting so out of place. Make it long and skinny. Save and exit, save. See, it just keeps putting them up. It's all good, whatever. I didn't lose any adrenaline. Sweet. Ooh, didn't do too much there. Thought I was going to do some more DPS there. Okay, he's got the minions, spectral scythe time. Wipe them out like they never existed. That was close because I was trying to figure out, because I pressed the wrong buttons for my soldiers to. Whew, that was close. Survived it though. We're good. Playing sloppy and I'm still getting it done though. I need to move my keyboard around some because I'm misclicking my keybinds. the way it's set up right here. There we go. We're getting it. Okay, good. He did the arm. If I accidentally pressed my spec and lost my stamina, but he did the arm mechanic instead of beam me, so we should be good. Ooh, it's getting a little closer there, but it's all good. We waited a slight bit too late. I got it done. Ooh, that one spawned close to me. Still got it out of there. Ooh. He's gonna barrage me is what it said. Sweet. Another one down. Easy. For me to not have played in a while, coming back from a break, still got it. I still got it. Wow. All that for 300k. Okay. Oh god. Hopefully I can get some drop. I haven't gotten anything really from Arch. I know I've been trying for a minute. Let's see. I think everything should be good. Yo, yo. Of course, gonna cannon me right off the rip. Okay, he's did that one. across too early, but still worked. Now he's got these minions. Booyah, just like that. Yo, yo. If you want to learn anything, just let me know. Or if you have any questions, feel free. I will, I don't mind helping if you want to learn, play with me, whatever. I don't know who's in here. It just shows one person, but they're not talking, so. Sweet, easy. How does that hit me? I don't understand how that one hit me. It wasn't far away. Booyah, I got it. Still shit loot, but got it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, it's late and I'm just learning to set up some of the technical difficulties I've had, and I took over a year break, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm here showing people how to do Arch-Glacor easy, and also, you know, how to PVM, how to learn some of how to use your keybinds with defensives, all that kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of the videos I saw, people didn't, people made it a little too complex for, you know, people that would come to look for those videos, because I'm pretty sure anybody with, you know, in-game gear can kind of, even if they're not good, they can power through mechanics if they just have good enough gear. And on this, you see that I have decent gear, and I'm showing you the mechanics and kind of my thought process and how easy it is to actually do it when you have the right key bindings, you know the setup down, and then you know how to use your revo bar plus manually, or you know full revo, which is a little bit harder. And if you're not that good with rotating your abilities and your defensives, then I would recommend just using like a mostly revo bar with tank armor instead of the power armor for necromancy. But these kills are easy. I'm getting high in rages, and I'm not using much food because I only need food when I make a mistake slightly. But it's been working good, it looks like. I needed one of these last time. I ran out of an adrenaline pot. Adrenaline pot will save you a life for sure, especially when you're on a streak. I'd rather carry one than not, because all it takes is taking it when right before you know the cannon's coming, and you should have enough adrenaline to be able to proc it if it's not on cooldown. Feel free to chat with me, guys. Nobody's been really talking to me all evening. Got home from work, figured I would stream some of me doing some bossing. Hopefully it helps some people. Hopefully some people can grasp some stuff from it, and it helps them in their journey. Well, of course, as soon as I start, he goes down in his arm mechanic phase, which is honestly the easiest one out of all the mechanics, I feel like. You just burst it down with DPS as long as you have adrenaline or you know how to use your ability rotation, and you'll be straight. Okay, you got these. That's when you want to use your spectral scythe, kind of group them, and then see what you use your spectral scythe combo. They all die pretty instantly. It allows you to have enough time in the mechanic to be able to check everything. Okay, my prayer's good. I see that he's still magicking, which is good. He's just camping it. Keeping my adrenaline up, just in case it looks like he might cannon me here. So make sure my adrenaline's ready. I'll switch my prayer if I have to. No, that was just the auto attacks. Switch there. Looks like I'm going through these again. No! Ooh, that one was a close one. I messed up royally there. Still all good though. Barely got that devotion off in time, but it worked. I didn't die. I'm trying to keep the streak alive for y'all. I need to be looking at more of the prayer switches more often. I'm just going off of animations that I see in the background as I'm paying attention to my rotations. Spawn right on me almost. That's how you survive it if you don't have devotion up right there. That was textbook. Of course, he's gonna summon minions right before he dies. Oh, fuck, I'm pressing control and not shift to finish this. It took too long. I'm phasing out of mechanics. I took way too long doing that one. There we go. There we go. Finished it, boys. Woo-wee. 2 mil. I appreciate everybody that came by. I don't understand why I don't have people talking to me over here. Like I said, feel free to talk to me if you want. Let me know what's up. I guess give me a minute. Just check on some things since I don't hear nobody talking to me. Dang, is there really 4 or 5 of y'all right now watching? If so, I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for watching, and feel free to message me. Feel free to add me or come join me, boss, if you want, or learn. Either way, I'll be on for a little bit longer. I got work tomorrow, but I just been figuring out my setup for streaming and my new interface and all that since I had it all got reset recently. But I'm glad to be back after taking a long break, and I will definitely start releasing more content for RuneScape for sure. You can also give the stream a like or hit me up. Love to hear from y'all. No familiar budget setup. Well, it's not really a budget setup, but just like don't have a lot of the unlocks and stuff that makes it a lot easier, like most of these high tier PVM guys. I'm gonna leave my Grimoire in the bank. I just use Win. It's the best for those mobs, I guess.
that's just a chick. A chick hits.
And if y'all want me to do anything else, I can do whatever else, boss. Just leave a chat. Let me know. Alright guys, let's get this. Easy. Oh, wow. How does that hit me? Waiting for the barrage. You gonna barrage me? Nope. Thought he was, but nope. Now he might. Yep, I think he is now. Devotion, freedom, easy. Beat his ass. Grab his dick and twist it. That meme, I seen that meme recently. Again, got like revitalized or circulated. Which is funny, because it's one of the great ones for sure. Sweet. There we go. Haha, see? Nice. Just all about consistency at this point. Just don't make mistakes. And we good. Yeah. Cannon blocked. Shouldn't have walked towards it. Fuck. Did I die? Wow. How did I die there, dude? Wow, that was interesting. Guess it was a misclick. Oh well. Dang. Didn't have much in the old chest over there anyway. I need some divine charges. I guess I'm gonna go to the bank, kind of restock. Sweet. And with my cash stack. Alright, I think that's all good. guess I'll bring that with me. I'm not quite sure if it will, if it does that without me doing extinction yet. But we will see. Hello. I'm getting geared up. I think I'm good. Everything should be good. I'm wondering what I should fight. I guess I just keep doing Arch until I get to a point with it. I can't believe I lost my streak there. That's good. Now what we're going to do is start at 0 enraged and just keep going. That's what I thought was coming. Blocked. You suck. Easy. Pathing there. He might try to beam me again. Nope, it's going into his arm mechanic. Almost a mil. First drop. Continue challenge. He's not having fun. Yo, yo. I guess I'll switch over to doing some necks. If anybody's even in here, we'll do some necks. Should be pretty easy. I don't think necks is poisonable. Guess I'm gonna do a few more arch and necks before I head to bed, guys. I appreciate anybody that is watching, even if y'all aren't chatting to me. One day you'll see I'll be one of the bigger streamers. I just getting my setup under control, and I will start a Iron Man, a hardcore Iron Man series, whatever. If y'all want, I can do a old school series. Either way. I want to see what his drop rates are real quick. Chance of receiving unique is, wow. I'm surprised I have not gotten a single drop here yet. Alright. Yo, welcome. If any of y'all are here. Hey, Tubbs. What's up? Sorry, I just saw your message. Yeah, sure. How would you like me to teach you? Would you like me to, like, just show you me go through a run and explain it? Or would you like to join me? Or we can get in a video call maybe? Whatever's best for you. But I feel like Arch-Glacor is pretty easy, and it's a great boss to learn mechanics and being able to use defensive switches and really understand you know priority as the mechanics come into you, so you don't get overwhelmed. Because I was for years did not know how to PVM good, and then maybe the last year or so I played RS before I took a break. I got pretty good at PVM, and but yes, I until I hear back from you, I'll at least just go through here and show you kind of what I do and why it's easy for me for sure. So yeah, just using first necro armor, but you can use the power or the tank armor for necro. Either way is fine. This just gives me a little faster kills. You can have the tank armor and do slower kills, but it's a little bit easier because you can mess up on some of the switches for prayer flicking and things like that, and you won't really have to worry too much. But mainly, make sure I use my darkness incantation. Make sure I have all my stuff ready. I'll go ahead and put my prayers on. Channel my energy. Put my potions on. Make sure my potions are good. And then since I don't have a thing to keep my adrenaline from going down, I usually use my surge and my summon my army. Keeps my adrenaline at 100. You just usually start the match protecting magic, just because you never know with this guy. He can you to right off the rip. I prefer to use spectral scythe right here to kill all the minions, because if you just get one decent hit on them, you can kill them all. Or if you have to, you can use a little bit more stamina and do 2 out of the 3 cycles of it, and it will help dramatically. But mainly, you just kind of want to try to stand in the middle as much as possible. You see him go down like that, you know he's meleeing, so you just switch to melee real quick. Doing it again. And as he's doing that, I'm just trying to spam all my souls that I can to do damage, and my finger of death if I have stacks, stuff like that. I'm just conserving my stamina as well, because you always want to keep about 50-60% stamina. You never want to drop too much, and that's why I have an adrenaline pot in my inventory, is so that in case I do mess up, I can drink the adrenaline pot and still get my devotion off to survive the one-hit mechanic that he has. Right now I'm just showing you a run, and then I'll lower the enrage and be able to explain it a lot more and go a little slower for you. Like 500 something, 20 plus streak. The reason it's not better is because I didn't have the gear. I had a range set up like max setup before I got into Necro, and then once I got once I like 99 Necro and got all kinds of upgrades for it and stuff, I've been kind of sticking to it, and it's helped a lot with understanding keybinds mixed with doing all the other stuff as it comes up on your screen. Alright, so here you want a devotion, and then if you can, try to unfreeze yourself with freedom or anticipate, but if you don't, then you're just frozen right here for a second. You can't hit afterwards. But I do it just so I can just keep attacking them, get more damage off. And like I said, I'm just going through this one kind of fast as I talk about it and what's going on, but the next one I will go slower and lower the enrage so you can see it better. This one's a low enrage just because I was starting a low streak and was going to go up high. But it's late at night. I was kind of tired. I was messing up on some of the flicks and nobody was watching, so I was just about to go to bed until you came in, buddy. But I appreciate you coming in and watching me. And definitely, if you want to learn, I can always add you in game. And I get off work tomorrow night, and I'll be on for sure. And we can get maybe a call or be able to show you way more in depth, because I feel like key binding and things like that are a big part of it, so you're not panicking about what to press while you're trying to focus on the mechanic and, you know, all that kind of stuff. See, there's 1.4 mil from 4 kills. Continue challenge. Alright, and then I just go ahead and go home so I can regen my adrenaline bar. Make sure I have stuff that I need. I don't really need any of that. I do need one of these. There we go. Alright, that's good. Overload's good. Darkness. Put my spells on. Use the adrenaline crystal. Is my book active? No, my book is not active, which was surprising. I don't know if you're still there. I haven't seen you respond, but if you are, I'll go slower on this one and explain more. Alright. Now I'm just keeping my adrenaline up, so when he spawns in, I'm at 100 still. I think I got everything going. It looks like he might cannon me to start. Yep, he cannoned me to start. Devotion, freedom. That's why I try to camp magic. If I'm not sure what he's going to do, just stay on deflect magic. And he puts his hand up really high in the air. That's magic. See, that's a magic hit. And then if he puts it a little low and it has green on it, then it's range. So yeah, when ice comes on both sides like this, it's either going to be this arm mechanic, which you just got to damage it as fast as you can without. If you don't, then you'll die from the frost that you see taking my health away right now. And then basically you want to try to stay in the middle so you can have a good spot to kite from either side if he was to put another wall. Yep, see, he might either cannon me again or he's going to do the arm mechanic again. So I'm going to make sure I save my my adrenaline up. Magic, melee, melee again, range. Alright, now you got these minions coming out. Fuck, I wasted my devotion there. That's exactly why I recommend bringing or doing Spectral Scythe for the little minions. It's definitely worth it. See, I knew that since it's only coming from one side like this, it's going to be these pulls. And then really you just want to run to that corner, run down to this corner, and then run like in a little L shape, and then just kind of split them. That's if you don't have double surge. If you have double surge, you can do it just the way I've been doing it, which is a little bit easier. Always try to spectral sight the one in the back or in the middle, just so that it hits all of them when it goes off. And this one I didn't need it because it was too much. I didn't have enough adrenaline there, and I didn't want to waste my adrenaline pot. He might cannon me. Nope, it's the arm mechanic. Alright. Here it's okay to burst down using your good abilities and or your adrenaline, because you know he's not going to cannon you for at least enough time for you to replenish. Melee. Put some souls out on him. Range. There we go. He's dead. See, without taking any food that whole match. And that's just because I prayer flicked properly. But even in low enraged, you can soul split through all the damage. It's just once you get to 200, 300% enraged, it makes it where you can't really not put on the right prayers, or he'll hit you for like a 30 or HP. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not hard. To me anyway. I know some people, it was hard when I first started too. But I definitely would love to teach people and make some more content videos. This is like my first live stream since I started playing again, and I've been figuring out the settings and setup, but now that it's all done, heck, I'd love to be able to help people and hopefully start a big channel here on Runescape, because I played for over 20 years and I'm very good at putting my mind to something and becoming one of the best in the world. I'm a top 0% in the world Call of Duty player, and I know that I could make some really good series and content based off of this and other games for sure. But let's continue this challenge. I got up to 2 mil now and 5 kills. It's like I really don't want to keep having to fight Arch, but I know I'm going to bed soon, so I'm trying to do as many as I can and hope for a drop, because I am dry on a unique. I've only gotten 2 wins, and I'm almost 200 KC hard mode. A lot of them streaked, so I don't understand why I haven't gotten it yet myself. Yeah, I can really teach anybody and make it easy, honestly. If I have just maybe an hour or so, maybe an hour or two, or like a night to be with you and teach you, you'll be able to do most bosses in the game for sure. And the only ones you wouldn't be able to do is because of you either don't have the good enough gear, or you just gotta learn the mechanics a little better, trial and error. My kills are a little slow because I'm not paying attention to the my rotations because I'm on almost on full manual. As you can see, the only things in my Revo bar is the very essentials, keeping my minions up and keeping my stacks of souls and necrosis up. See, I messed up there because I didn't have devotion and I panicked there because I'm so tired, but it's all good. I think I'm about to be done with bossing for the night. I might do some altar stuff for Necro. I need some souls. I don't have it unlocked yet, Apple. I wish I did. I just need more souls, and I have ADD where I can't just sit there and farm it over and over again. I tried just long enough to get what I have unlocked, but I think that's what I'm gonna go do actually. Go finish out my night like that. Let's see. The 1000% Zammy. It's there's a certain rotation that you do on the phases or the pillars, and it makes it a lot easier to do the last few, considering it increases as you get to the last few. But the main thing is learning your DPS rotations, being able to use your defensive abilities without having to panic or misclick, mispress buttons, and then really just dying to it probably 10, 20 times just to get the gist of it. And then try to just keep giving it full runs, and you'll eventually be able to beat it on the lower end rages. And then the higher end rages, you just have to make sure you're perfect with your mechanics on like doing every like you can't do the secondary best ability or the defensive strategy to block something. Like you'll have to do everything the right way all the way through, and it will save you from you know having the issues whatever your issue you're having on the 1000%. Zammy I haven't did too much, but it's not too bad honestly. Alright, I'm gonna go go do some of this. It's been so long I don't even know what I have and don't have to do this. I know I took everything out to be able to sell some of it. I guess we'll go there and see. Apple. Yeah, pressing buttons and hope for the best. I honestly was not that great for a long time. I literally would try to watch videos in how to get good at PVM, and everybody made their videos so complex or had requirements or this and that, and they never really fully broke down the fundamentals of your key bindings and how it works when you're doing combat. You just see them, hey, this is, hey, put this here, and then go in, you know. Yeah, exactly, Apple. Because like I'm a 20, almost 22 years now. I played RuneScape since I was a little kid, and yeah, like whenever it transitioned to EOC, I quit playing, and then I came back and been off and on. But for the most part, this is the main RuneScape that I play, and uh, literally for the decade I played, I never got into PVM just because it was challenging. Like I didn't get it, and it was very hard without good gear. So then I just played in my mindset of making money mid-tier PVM. And then one day I had a friend try to show me high-tier PVM, and he helped me a little bit. We got a few next kills done, but it wasn't like anything great, and I still felt bad about it. But it felt like it just clicked one day of me sitting down and using it to do bossing that like I haven't did before, and then after like 100 attempts, and then kind of there's a guy also that I watched that helped me a lot. He's like a smaller streamer. God, I can't remember his name because it's been so while. I think it's Ralph. Yeah, Ralph. He's really good at explaining how to do stuff without having all the best and slaughter recommended gear. Like I've seen him just go in with full the tier 90 tank armor, and he can do just about, and he can do ambassador anything with it, and he has a very simple mindset of doing bossing. So it helped me a lot understand that. And then once I got key bindings down, like as you can see on mine, my defensive abilities are shift clicks of my prayer switches, and then my few damage abilities I have are just spread around it where I can easily reach them. So my hand's set naturally on my QWER and DNF, and so then DFG I can use as damage abilities, and I don't have to take my fingers off my prayer switches. And then if anything ever happens and I need to switch to a defensive ability real fast, all I do is hold down shift, and I can press what my fingers naturally rest on, which is QWER right here, and I can do my defensive abilities. And you can always like move resonance in here if you need it for something, or deflect, and then you can even switch it up if you don't use devotion or anticipate freedom on whatever boss you're fighting, and just kind of change it around based on that. And if y'all want me to, I will go to maybe tomorrow when I get off work if I feel good enough. I mean, I'll live stream, of course, maybe make a video, but I wanted to make a in-depth guide on PVM and or just explaining the mechanics and how to get good at PVM without doing all the stuff that people on the other videos have said. So I guess we'll see on that. I completely forgot what I need for rituals over here. Powerful mementos. Let me just go get some mementos then from the store. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's a lot better than Trying to get these. Trying to get these souls the other way. It sucks. What, the mementos? Sure, I'll take them. If not, I'll buy them. Oh, okay. Here, you want to meet me on my world there, or do you want me to meet you somewhere? So I'm on world 2, and then I can go back to feel free to add me as well if y'all want. I appreciate, the interaction and you watching me, Apple. It means a lot. I've literally been here for 3.5 hours, and you and Tubbs were the first ones to talk to me all night. I even have a clan, and it's been dead this morning, I guess because I've been on at weird hours of the night. Oh wow, are you sure? Do you want me to pay for it? You good? Uh, Thank you. Well, almost told my chat thank you. Or my clan, I mean. Oh, sorry, I meant to add you, Apple. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, either way, I appreciate it. I know that I've had to sell a lot of my good gear over the past couple months to pay for membership, and then here next week I'm going to pay for the oh wow, I appreciate what. Thank you so much. That is crazy. I haven't had that much money in a minute, honestly. I literally liquidated my bank into my first necromancer top and bottom that I have, and then I got an omni guard not too long ago. But that's literally like my whole bank value. And that helps out so much for sure. I appreciate it. I definitely am going to, just for that alone, I'll go home after work tomorrow, and I will live stream and also make a video of either PVMing with y'all or making a video on something. Um, Let me see what I have, because I remember I think I had the legs and the handguards and stuff, but I sold them for money. Like I literally sold a lot to be able to afford the bond. Cause like I said, I took a break for so long, and then when I came back, the everything was augmented and stuff, and I couldn't sell it to get my bond. So somebody in my clan gave me a bond, and then I was going to repay them back or just buy another one myself Monday. Uh, let's see. Yes, I only have the top, uh, the helm, and the bottoms. The hand wraps I sold, and the legs I sold. I have cinder banes if something's poisonable. But then other than that, I've been using my tier 90 tank because I haven't been able to do ambassador yet, especially solo. I'm giving you mod, Apple. I appreciate everything. Was not expecting none of this at all. Oh wow, thank you. What's your thoughts on the occultist ring? Because I don't know if it's really worth using over my Raver's ring. But I guess it's good for certain scenarios. Okay. Yeah, it's actually better to use it instead of my Reavers, unless I'm fighting something with high affinity to be able to crit it a lot. Oh, by the way, I just got the pet while I was on stream earlier. This the Necro pet, as I was killing Arch. Oh, there's Tubbs. Hey, dude, what's up? I didn't even know you were around. Oh, well, what's this for? I appreciate it. I will definitely get my gear set up here when I wake up, so that tomorrow I will be able to do a lot more stuff with y'all, for sure. But yeah, I can definitely teach you, Tubbs. I know that you asked me earlier and then you kind of disappeared. Yeah, Apple, I thought it was pretty good too, and I see people say that in some situations it's best in slot, in some situations it's not. And so then I've just been kind of using that. And also, I have a Eldritch Grimoire, so that with the Equilibrium aura and the Reavers, I have like 30% plus crit chance. But yeah, it's like 5 mil in every 45 minutes a page. Yeah, so Tubbs, if you look right here, this book right here is expensive as hell. It's one of the most expensive things I have, I believe. But the Ethridor's Grimoire, it when you activate it, it costs I think like 5 mil or so per 45 minutes for for each page. But it gives you crit chance increase by 12%. And then if you look at let's see my aura right here. If you look at the Equilibrium aura, that prevents me from crit striking, my bad. But there's one that increases crit, and then there's my ring as well. Yeah, this ring increases 5% hit chance. So then when you put them all together, like you can hit pretty every third or fourth ability, and it makes your DPS go up a lot. You had the full. I I believe I was going to at some point, but I was fighting Zuck, and I just got I've been trying to get my igneous Necro cape, and I was hoping that I would get it naturally. Wait, is that the one? Yeah, the Elder Kiln. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, 460 mil. Okay, so it's 20% damage increase, 10% damage increase to your player as well. Okay. Shit, I appreciate it. That's awesome. especially with this money, I'll be able to get it all figured out and set up. Sorry y'all came towards the end of the stream. I know I was having fun, more talkative, and doing more earlier, but it's getting late over here at my house. It's 4:30 in the morning. Okay, so yeah, that's what it was. When I was doing the fight kill or whatever for Zuck, I was getting a lot of pages, but that was it. And yeah, they weren't worth much at all. So that's where I remember. Oh, okay. I didn't know the app. I didn't know it procs with my conjures. That's pretty nice. Yeah, my necro potions. There's no bank right here. Let me go get my necro pots. Because that plus my cape. Oh, I didn't know the candles counted as, or the skulls counted as candles. Hmm. Sorry, it's been a minute. I'm kind of out of it today. Oh, wow. Let me see how far I am off. Yeah, 3,500. And I have 12K. It'll take forever. But I guess I can AFK it while I'm laying down. Heck, for sure though, let me add tubs if I haven't already. Tubs FL. Yeah, I added y'all, and then I know I'm about to head off for the night, but like I said, when I'm back on tomorrow, I will message y'all if y'all are on, or y'all can come by and we can do some PVM and some learning, whatever else y'all want to do. And I think that the stream will grow, especially if we have a lot of people. And my clan should join us tomorrow. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, sure. What's up, Apple? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you were trading me. I have like 3 monitors going on. Oh, wow. Thank you. What is the LOTD for? I've offered mine into the relic for the monolith. Either that or I turned mine into a different type of ring, something like I combined it maybe with something else. That's what I remember. Okay, so you ring swap. Is that what it is? You swap rings right before you get the final kill? Yeah, that's what I remember too, I believe. Okay, that would definitely be worth it. Especially for Arch and things like that where I can know that I have a second to switch it over, because the hardest part is remembering to switch it over. Ink can be so expensive. A pink robe? I didn't mean to buy pink robes. I had literally hit ink. Yeah, Apple, I neglected Arch for so long. Like I just lamped it and I didn't really know much about the skill, and I just was confused on it all. And then I here like 2 years ago I went back through and started doing mysteries and got an Mkando pickaxe not too long ago, or an Mkando matic, and then leveled up my, archaeology to 94 now, and I'm getting there to where I can start doing my relics and monolithic powers, but I'm still not an associate level or whatever is above the second level, first or second level of the guild. So I still got to do a few more things before I can make it worth using the relics and for PVM and stuff and switching them out a lot, because right now it takes like everything I have to do that, but just another grind that I gotta get it finished. Greater Ghost? Wow. Yeah, that's mainly my favorite to get unlocked is the grinds for PVM, because I've always hated questing, so, and I've always been poor, so if I can get my account to a decent, you know, unlock level, that I would be able to make money a lot easier, and then therefore the game would open up for me. But heck yeah, I appreciate it, Apple. I think I'm going to head off for the night, and I I'm on East Coast Atlanta time, so I'll be on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow. And I will see what's up with you and Tubbs and whoever else. I know my clan's more active. It just right now it's a dead time because of their time zones, but we'll definitely have a better stream overall tomorrow. I know, like I said, I just did it late tonight. Okay, awesome. I appreciate it, Apple, and thank you for everything. I was not expecting anything like that today. I was literally been doing Arch for like 3 hours, had no drops whatsoever over like a couple 100K. So that definitely made my night. But I hope you have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for sure. Peace.